Welcome back to BTY TV, where it's my mission to give you tips and tricks and guides to help you live a life today that is even better than yesterday. Question of the day is, what is one thing that you would do if you had more time in the day? And let's get right into it. Who could not use more time in the day? How many times do you find yourself saying, oh, I don't have time. I wish I could do that. I want to do that. I need to do that. But I don't have time. Or you lay down at the end of the day and you realize, oh my gosh, there are so many things that I meant to do today, so many things that I wanted to do today, but I just didn't have time, didn't find it in the schedule. So here are 5 ways to help you find that time to do the things that you actually want and need to do. Number 1, establish a good nighttime routine. This is so important. It sets up the tone for your entire next day. For me, this really involves a lot of prep work thinking about the next day. If you're not a morning person, hello, that's me. Making decisions in the morning or trying to remember what it is that you need to do that day is very difficult because you're so groggy, you're still waking up. Really, we just want to take that completely off the table, take that out of the equation and make things as easy as possible for yourself in the morning and really set yourself up for success. This means set out your clothes for the next day. Make your green juice if you're like me and you like to have your green juice every morning. Make sure lunch is prepped. Make sure the diaper bag is ready if you're like me and you have a newborn baby. Well, he's not newborn, he's 5 months now. But if you have a baby, make sure the diaper bag is ready to go and it's by the door, so there's no chance that you're going to forget it. That has happened a time or two. Lay out your baby's clothes for the next day. All of these things that involve making decisions in the morning, do them the night before when you have more energy, more mental clarity, and you are already thinking about the next day. Have you ever found yourself in the morning just waking up, rolling out of bed, super groggy, wishing you were still in bed, and you walk into the closet and just stare? Just stare blankly. And you keep telling yourself, I can't figure out what to wear, but really you're just so tired, you're just staring at it. You're really not even looking. You're not doing anything. You're just staring because you're so freaking tired, right? So we don't even want to put ourselves in that situation. How much time do we waste in the morning when we're moving that slowly? Number 2, schedule your TV time. Truth time, I spent a lot of time watching TV whenever I was pregnant. I mean, a lot. Like, I went to work, I came home, I sat on the couch with my bowl of cereal, and I watched TV until it was time to go to bed. That was my day basically for 9 months. But I kept telling myself that I would completely cut out TV and Netflix and all of those things when the baby came. And I had all of the best intentions to do so. But then the baby came, life hit, and breastfeeding hurt like a itch. So I ended up turning on the TV every time I sat down to breastfeed the baby and just use that as a distraction so that I wouldn't cry or get frustrated or anything like that. And then it became a habit. So I found myself just turning on the TV almost to keep it from being quiet in the house or to maybe even keep myself from getting overwhelmed. And so that became a habit that I really wanted to break, but at the same time, we like to sit down and we like to have that downtime where we get that release. So I'm not saying to completely cut out TV, because sometimes that's just unrealistic, and sometimes that's a thing that you feel like you need in your life, and that's okay. But if you want to find more time in your day to do the things that you really truly want to do and even need to do, schedule your TV time. Put it in the calendar and then set a timer whenever you actually sit down to watch TV. And of course, make the timer a realistic time. If you're engrossed into a show and you know that each episode is 45 minutes, then set the timer for that amount of time. Don't let Netflix dictate how long you're going to sit in front of Netflix, because we all know that they are excellent at doing that autoplay thing that gets you sitting there, and next thing you know, it's time to go to bed and you realize, oh crud, I haven't done anything that I needed to do today. I haven't even prepared for the next day, and so then your nighttime routine is all rushed. And anyway, we want to avoid that altogether, right? TV's not the enemy, but it can be if you don't control it rather than letting it control you. Not only will this help you get time back in your day, it will also help you increase the quality with your loved ones. How many times do you sit down with your partner, your roommates, your family, and you're just watching TV and you realize that you haven't had a real conversation with them all evening? You've been at work all day, so the whole time that you've been at home with them, you haven't had any quality time. This will open up that quality time. So when the TV is off, there's no distractions. And even if you don't have anything to do and you think you just had the TV on to pass time, I bet you will find something better to do, even if that means quality time with your loved ones. You can sit there and have a conversation. You can play cards. You can do all kinds of things that will make you feel so much more fulfilled than just spending your entire evening in front of the TV. I know, it's a hard one, but try it. Number 3, schedule your naps. I don't know about you, but power naps are my best friend. And especially if you're a new mama, power naps are going to be golden for you. But even if you're not, sometimes there's this idea that we have to leave naps behind now that we're adults. That's for college students and children. But I completely disagree. I think that especially if you're not getting the greatest quality sleep at night, which I will be doing another video on in the future. Stay tuned for that. If you ever noticed how slowly you move whenever you're groggy and tired, you're really dragging. And so it takes you a lot longer to do things that you normally could, if you were at the top of your game, you could whiz through those things. So when you're tired like that, taking a 15-minute power nap, and again, you don't want to let this become a real 2-hour nap that is not going to be productive for you. But if you actually set a timer again and take a 15-minute power nap and you wake up feeling energized and refreshed from that, you can do things so much more efficiently and quickly because you are re-energized. So instead of trying to power through something but really just dragging because you're so tired, not only will you feel better after a power nap, you will also be more productive, and that'll save you so much time. Number 4, meditate on a regular basis. I'll be honest, I have been hearing people on podcasts and interviews and just really influential, successful people talk about meditation for the longest time. Shout out to Lewis Howes on the School of Greatness podcast, where I've been introduced to a lot of these highly successful and amazing people. If you have not seen that podcast, check it out. It's amazing. But even hearing from all of these amazing people how powerful and important meditation was in their daily practice, I kept telling myself, I need to start meditating. I really need to start doing that. I really should. But I just kept putting it off. And I'm not sure why. I think I definitely would tell myself that I didn't have time to do it. And I would also tell myself that I don't know how. And I would just make a bunch of excuses. And ultimately, I think there was a part of me that was scared that it wouldn't work for me, that I wouldn't be able to do it. Really, there were just a bunch of fear-based excuses that I had to get over. And when I finally started doing it, I made it a part of my morning and evening routine. It's been amazing. Now I can't do without. I use the Headspace app all the time. For a while, I was just using the free version, which is fantastic. You don't need the paid version, but I wanted to take it to the next level and be able to use some of the more subject-specific meditations, so I actually bought the full version. But again, you don't need that. All you need is the free Headspace app. Not only will this help you gain a sense of peace in your day, it will also give you clarity about doing the things that you truly want and need to do, as opposed to doing things that really you're doing for other people. You're doing to impress other people. You're doing because you're worried about what other people will think of you or what you'll look like to other people. All of those things that just really aren't as important, you gain clarity on that. And so you save time in your day by not doing those things that really aren't serving you, and they're not serving you or your family. So I highly recommend adding this to your morning routine. Put it in your phone, add a reminder, get the Headspace app or another meditation app, but that seems to be one of the more popular apps. Make it a New Year's resolution that you will at least give it 30 days of consistent meditation. And it doesn't have to be in the morning. I think it's great in the morning because it's a really great way to start your day with clarity and focus. But it really doesn't have to be. You can start off in the evening, which is actually how I started. You can use meditation to help you gain some peace of mind before you go to sleep, and it really does truly help your sleep. And I'm dead serious about this. I a lot of times have trouble sleeping like a lot of people do, but meditation has definitely helped me over the past few months. So I highly, highly recommend it. All you have to do is put it on when you lay down at night and just let it take you away, let it take you into sleep. And so if you want to start that way and then work your way up to during the day or in the morning, that's perfectly fine. Do that. Number 5, write down your goals, both short-term and long-term. And when I say short-term, I mean even your goals for the day. That way, you're not wandering aimlessly throughout your day, unsure of what it is that you know you needed to do some things, but you don't really remember exactly what you needed to do. And so you kind of wander around, and then, you found yourself in front of the TV, and then you're like, I'll figure it out later. I really just want to sit down and relax and watch TV. Well, if you write it down, you have that nice list that you can go to and say, oh yeah, I need to cook. I need to meal prep tonight. I need to make sure the baby gets their bath. I need to fill in the blank. So if you have those all written down in a place where you can scratch them off, actually, it doesn't even have to be a scratch off. You can put it in your phone. You can put it on a notepad. It doesn't matter. Just put it somewhere. Write it down. Put it in the real physical world, and then use that so that you can stay on track with your day. Seriously, write it down. Write it down. Thank you so much for watching. If this video has helped you be better than yesterday at all, please give it an enthusiastic thumbs up. Share it with the ones you love. Be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so that you don't miss my videos coming out every Thursday. Until next time, loves, may your today be even better than yesterday. See you in the next video. Mwah.